Stop. Just for a moment. Stop scrolling. Stop comparing. Stop looking at their life, their smile, their job, their relationship, their body. I know you. I know the heaviness in your chest right now. You just saw someone who has what you want. Maybe it's an old friend from school who seems to have everything figured out. Maybe it's someone online who looks perfect, strong, happy, and rich. You look at them, and then you look at yourself, and you feel small. You feel late. You feel like you missed the train. Let me tell you something directly. I am not angry at you for feeling this way. I am not disappointed. I am sad that you are hurting yourself with something that was never meant for you. Do you remember when you were a child? You never looked at a tree and said, "Why am I not as tall as that tree?" You never looked at a bird and cried, "Why can't I fly?" You just were. You ran, you fell, you laughed, you cried. You didn't know how to compare yet. You just knew how to be. I miss that about you. You miss that about you. My God, I miss the old me. You whisper at night. I hear you. I hear that prayer. It breaks my heart because you think the old you is gone forever. But the old you isn't gone. The old you is just buried under everyone else's expectations. You are tired. Not just your body, your soul is tired. Tired of trying to be like them. Tired of pretending you are okay when inside you are a storm of anxiety and loneliness. You sit in your room, the lights are low, and you feel completely alone in a crowded world. You wonder, does anyone actually see me? I see you. Look at your own hands. Look at the lines, the scars, the shape. There has never been another set of hands exactly like these in all of history. Do you understand how wild that is? I spent time on you. I didn't just throw you together like leftovers. I carved you. I thought about your laugh before you ever made a sound. I knew your name before the stars were hung in the sky. So, why are you trying to be a copy of someone else? That would be boring. Actually, let me be honest with you. It would be an insult to me. It's like you are taking this masterpiece I made, this one-of-a-kind soul, and you are trying to stuff it into a cheap mold that belongs to someone else. Imagine this. You walk into a garden. There are roses, tall and red and proud. Then there is a cactus. The cactus looks at the rose and thinks, I am ugly. I am spiky. I am not soft or sweet-smelling. So the cactus tries to grow petals. It tries to be soft. But the cactus gets hurt. It loses its needles. It stops storing water. And soon, the cactus dries up and dies. Why? Because the cactus was never supposed to be a rose. The cactus was made for the desert. The cactus survives where the rose would die in one afternoon. The cactus gives water to thirsty travelers in the middle of nowhere. The cactus is strong, sharp, and beautiful in its own strange way. You are the cactus looking at the rose. Or you are the rose looking at the oak tree. Stop. Here is a hard truth you need to hear tonight. The reason you feel so lonely is not because nobody loves you. The reason you feel lonely is because you are hiding who you really are. You are wearing a mask. You smile when you want to scream. You say, I'm fine, when you are broken inside. And when you wear a mask for too long, you forget there is a real face underneath. Then you feel like a ghost in your own life. Stop wearing their dreams. Stop chasing their definition of success. They got married at 25. Good for them. You are 32 and single? Great. You have time they don't have. They have a mansion? Wonderful. You have a small room? That room has seen your tears, heard your prayers, and held you while you healed. That room is holy ground. Do not despise your small beginnings. Do not hate your slow progress. The seed does not look at the tree and give up. The seed just sits in the dark dirt, feeling nothing, seeing nothing, waiting. Everyone walks on the dirt. No one claps for the dirt. But without the dirt, the tree dies. You are in the dirt right now. I know it hurts. I know you are confused. You prayed for direction, but all you see is a wall. You prayed for healing, but your heart still aches from that breakup. You prayed for purpose, but you feel like you are just existing. Let me ask you a question. Do you trust the gardener? Do you trust me? Because the gardener knows exactly what seed is in the ground. He doesn't water a tomato seed and expect an apple tree. He waters according to what is inside the seed. You don't know what is inside you yet. You think you are just a failure. But I see a warrior. I see a healer. I see a father, a mother, a friend, a creator, a builder. But you cannot become that person while staring at everyone else. Every time you compare, you are saying to me, God, you made a mistake. You didn't give me what they have. You forgot to add the good stuff to my life. That hurts me. Not because I have an ego, but because I hate watching my child starve while standing in front of a feast. Listen to me closely. I don't speak in loud thunder very often. Most of the time, I speak in the quiet. I speak in the pause between your breaths. I speak in the tear that rolls down your cheek at 2 a.m. when you finally stop pretending. You say, I don't know what to pray anymore. That's okay. You don't have to have fancy words. You don't have to quote scripture perfectly. You don't have to beg or bargain with me. Just sit here. Just breathe. Just let the silence be enough. Because in the silence, I am closer than your own skin. Let me tell you about your uniqueness. It is not a marketing slogan. It is not a motivational poster. It is a battlefield truth. You are the only one who can do what I placed you on this earth to do. Think about that. If you don't do it, it will never get done. Not because I am weak, but because I chose you for that specific job. There is a person who will only be saved by your kindness. There is a problem that will only be solved by your mind. There is a song in your heart that no one else can sing. When you waste your time trying to be like that influencer, that athlete, that business person, that perfect mom, you are stealing from the world. You are robbing the world of your gift. And the world is already dark enough. We don't need another copy. We need the original. We need you. I know you are anxious. Your mind races at night. You think about the future. You think about the past. You replay every mistake. You rehearse every bad conversation. You wonder if you are behind in life. You ask, what if I never catch up? Catch up to who? There is no race. There is only a path. Your path. And your path goes through valleys that they never had to walk through. That doesn't mean you are weak. That means your story is different. Let's talk about heartbreak, because I know you are carrying some. Someone left. Someone chose someone else. Someone didn't fight for you. You gave your heart, and they handed it back broken. And now you look at other couples, other happy people, and you think, what is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. They were not your missing piece. You are not half a person looking for another half. You are a whole person. You were whole before they arrived, and you will be whole after they leave. The heartbreak you feel? It is not a sign that you are unlovable. It is a sign that you have a deep capacity to love. That is a gift. That is a weapon. That is your uniqueness. Most people love shallowly, easily, safely. They keep one foot out the door. But you dive deep. You feel everything. You love with your whole chest. That hurts more when it breaks. But when it heals, and it will heal, you will love again with a depth they will never know. Stop comparing your healing journey to someone else's. That person who seems to have moved on quickly? Maybe they never really loved. Maybe they are just busy distracting themselves. You are sitting in the pain. You are feeling it. You are letting it clean you out. That is brave. That is real masculinity. That is real strength. It takes a real man, a real woman, to sit in the fire and not run away. You ask for discipline. You want to be better. You look at strong men, disciplined men, and you wonder, How do they wake up so early? How do they work so hard? How do they control themselves? Here is their secret. They stopped looking at you. They stopped looking at everyone else. Discipline is not about willpower. Discipline is about identity. When you know who you are, really know it, the disciplines become natural. The lion does not need a coach to tell him to hunt. He hunts because he is a lion. The oak does not try hard to grow roots. It grows roots because it is an oak. You are my child. You are royalty. You are a masterpiece. Once you believe that, you won't spend hours scrolling through garbage. You won't settle for relationships that treat you like an option. You won't stay in a job that kills your soul. Because those things are beneath you. They are not worthy of who you are. But you can't see your worth because your eyes are glued to their highlight reel. Social media is a lie. It is a curated museum of everyone's best 3 seconds. You are comparing your behind-the-scenes bloopers to their final edited movie. That is not fair. That is not wise. That is torture. So I am asking you tonight. Put the phone down. Close the laptop. Let the world spin without you for a few hours. Look at the ceiling. Look at your hands. Look at the shadow on the wall. You are not a mistake. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are right on time. Do you feel that? That peace in your chest right now? That tiny, quiet voice telling you, it's okay. You are okay. That is me. I am not yelling. I am whispering. Because I know your heart is fragile tonight. I know you've been yelled at enough by the world, by your own thoughts, by your fears. I won't yell. I will just sit here with you. In the dark. In the quiet. In the lonely. And I will tell you something the world will never tell you. You are enough. You have always been enough. You were enough before you did a single thing. You are enough in your pajamas with messy hair and tired eyes. You are enough in your failure. You are enough in your waiting. Now, let's talk about healing. Because you are tired of hurting. I know. You wake up, and the weight is already on your chest before your feet hit the floor. You feel heavy. Old. Tired in a way that sleep cannot fix. Healing does not look like what you think it looks like. You think healing means you wake up one day and the pain is gone. Like magic. Like a light switch. That is not how I work. Healing is slow. Healing is boring. Healing looks like having a bad day and not destroying yourself because of it. Healing looks like crying for 10 minutes instead of 3 hours. Healing looks like remembering the past but feeling it less. Healing looks like smiling at a stranger and meaning it. Do not rush this. Do not compare your healing pace to anyone else. If you broke your leg, you wouldn't run a marathon the next day. You would rest. You would limp. You would use a crutch. Your soul has been broken. Why are you trying to run? I want you to try something tonight. Before you sleep. I want you to speak to yourself out loud. I know it feels silly. Do it anyway. In a soft voice, say this. I am not them. I am me. And me is enough. Say it again. And again. Until the words stop being a stranger in your mouth. Because your brain has been lying to you for so long. Your brain says, not enough, on repeat. That is not my voice. That is fear's voice. That is the enemy's voice. That is the voice of a world that wants to sell you a new face, a new body, a new life. My voice says, you are already home. You are already whole. You are already loved. You asked for purpose. You are so worried about finding the big thing, the career, the legacy, the great work. You think purpose is a mountain you have to climb. But what if purpose is a small stream? What if purpose is simply being kind to the person who annoys you? What if purpose is making your bed tomorrow morning? What if purpose is forgiving your father? What if purpose is just staying alive today, when everything in you wants to disappear? You are looking for a fireworks show. I am giving you a candle. Because the candle lasts longer. The candle lights the room quietly. Your purpose is not separate from your personality. Your purpose is the expression of your uniqueness. The thing that makes you weird? That's the thing. The way you laugh too loud? That's the thing. The way you care too much about people who don't care back? That's the thing. It might be messy. It might not make money. It might not get likes. But it is yours. You are tripping because you are wearing armor that doesn't fit. You are trying to fight battles that are not yours. You are swinging a sword that is too heavy. Put it down. What is your sling? What is the small, simple, weird thing that only you can do? Maybe it's writing. Maybe it's listening. Maybe it's cooking. Maybe it's fixing cars. Maybe it's making people laugh. That small thing, done with love, is more powerful than 1,000 fake empires built by comparison. You are lonely. I know. You look around and everyone seems paired up, busy, happy. You text people, and they take hours to reply. You invite, and they cancel. You feel like a ghost. You wonder, does anyone even remember I exist? I remember. I never forget. Not for 1 second. Loneliness is not a punishment. Loneliness is a cocoon. The caterpillar is lonely in the cocoon. It is dark. It is cramped. It is silent. No one sees it. No one cheers for it. But inside that lonely darkness, it is turning into goo. It is falling apart. And then, wings? You are in the cocoon. Stop trying to break out before your wings are ready. If you leave the cocoon too early, you will crawl for the rest of your life. Let the lonely work. Let the silence teach you. Let the absence of noise force you to hear my voice. And my voice is saying the same thing again and again. You are unique. You are not a copy. You are the original. Do not trade your original for a copy. The copy breaks. The original lasts forever. Now, rest. You have fought hard today. You have fought the war of comparison in your mind. You have fought the anxiety, the heartbreak, the confusion. Put your weapon down. The battle is mine, not yours. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. You don't need to fix everything tonight. You don't need to have a plan. You just need to be. And being you, right now, in this messy, broken, beautiful moment, is more than enough for me. Sleep, my child. Tomorrow, we walk again. But tonight, you rest in your uniqueness,